We are making recipe number 3, Perishky. So this is kind of an interesting one because we're both of Ukrainian descent. This is not something that my grandmothers made a whole lot, which is interesting. And you were kind of saying something similar.
That's right. We had them occasionally, and when we had them, it was sauerkraut. And as a kid, I just...
I mean, that's just, I love sauerkraut, for sure. But it's kind of interesting that, but when my grandmothers did make them, it was actually with the ground beef and delicious. And so, but it's been a long time since I've had them or made them. So what do we do? Okay,
so in our pan here, we've browned some ground beef with onions and garlic, the holy trinity of Ukrainian cooking.
Gotta have it all. You got it.
So to that, we're gonna actually make a little bit of a roux. So we're gonna add a bit of butter.
I help you out with that.
Yeah, sure.
Sort of.
That's
helping.
good. Great. And then we're gonna let that melt in.
Okay, a little masala.
Heat a little bit. Then we're gonna add in our flour.
Okay.
We'll just sprinkle that all over.
Now this would normally be about 2 or 3 minutes, I think, to really thicken up that flour, but...
Yeah, you want to kind of cook out that flour taste a little bit.
Yep.
And we're not wanting this to be super gravy-y. We're just adding a little zhuzh with a bit of...
Little thickener, yeah.
Yeah, just a little beef stock in there as well.
Okay. I like where we're headed with this. And we got some seasoning we're going to add.
That's right. So you can see it's getting a little juicy. We've got just some straight salt and pepper.
Perfect.
In there.
And then...
Yes.
You know, again, with the Ukrainian cuisine, this is a big one. Got the dill going. All right.
That's right.
We're going to shut that off. You ready to shut that off?
Shut that off, sure.
I'll mix you shut off.
There you go.
All right, team effort here.
Good,
oh, and just the second you put that dill in there is like,
yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is such a good smell.
Okay.
For sure. So once that's all folded in, nice and beautiful.
Right.
We normally, we would put that in a container, let it chill, because we don't want to be stuffing our dough with hot
Piping
meat.
hot.
That's right.
Yeah.
So here we've got our dough, which is just a basic rich dough, kind of like you would a butter bun.
Butter bun?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. And I see something in there.
So the little fun bit in here is just some toasted caraway.
Brilliant.
So that's going to add just a little extra depth. And
which would also taste amazing with cabbage perishky as well. Like cabbage and caraway is like, that's rock solid.
Absolutely.
Awesome, okay.
So this dough we've got quite a bit of egg yolks in here too, so it's gonna be nice and tender and soft.
Yeah.
So we've got a little bit smaller than a golf ball.
Okay.
And you're just gonna roll it out to maybe about 4 inches wide.
Okay.
And you're gonna do your stuffing. So get that nice and rolled.
You've got some pre-done here, obviously.
Just like that. Cool. Yeah, we'll do one more if you want to join me here.
Sure. I can try.
Yeah. So yeah, it looks like I'm going quite flat, but these will...
They puff up.
They will. So here we go. If you want to so you're going to put it just in the palm of your hand.
Okay.
And we're going to add a scoop.
Do you want to scoop one for me?
I'll give you a scoop.
Okay, thank you. So again, sort of like when you're making pierogies, if you're more familiar with that, you don't want to overload it, I guess. But now what?
So now you're just
My first instinct was to start rolling and pinching it.
You're going to bring all the edges to the top.
Okay.
Everybody comes to the top. And the key here is getting a really nice seal, because you don't want these babies to explode.
Right. Okay.
So just seal it, get a little football shape going. And then again, you don't have to worry about it looking perfect. You can shape it.
How's that? Like
on your board
sort of?
After, right?
That's kind of not.
Because you're not going to be seeing the bottom, right?
True.
You're going to be seeing the top.
Okay.
So once it's shaped, it just goes in a buttered dish. Here we'll go.
Does it pass?
That's perfect.
Okay.
It's beautiful.
Okay, terrific.
So then these you're going to let rise again. So it's a double proof. They're going to rise another 50%.
Okay.
Once they have risen, you're going to do an egg wash. Get it nice and brown. Do a little sprinkled toasted caraway on top, and they go into an oven. Yeah.
Okay.
A little extra zhuzh on top.
That's one of my favorite things. Is like when dough's rising, it's like you see, and you cover it with, or do you just leave them open?
Nope.
Sorry.
For the rise?
Yeah.
Yeah, for the rise you can cover it.
Okay.
Just, yeah, for sure.
It's like they start to come up, and it's like you can see your tea towel or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah, you absolutely can cover them for sure. Let them rise another 50%.
Okay.
Throw them in a 375 oven for about 18-20 minutes.
Which we've already kind of done here. So we're going to
Yeah.
show you what they look like eventually. And yeah, I love you've got the caraway topping on there, and it looks so amazing.
Yeah.
So there it is. Absolutely stunning. And yeah, you know, I mean, it's one of those things that I guess it's a little bit of work, right? Because you're working with dough and you have a little bit of thinking ahead to do. But you know, great for just having people over. You know, you're at home by yourself. You want to have a whole thing of perishky. You can absolutely go ahead and do that. So and also really fantastic to use a local product, a local ingredient, which is the Countryside Farms Vita eggs. We're so blessed to have so many of these great products right here in Manitoba. So when we come back, we're actually going to meet another incredible Manitoba farming family. We've had a lot of fun bringing you these stories over the last couple of seasons, and tonight no exception. So stick around here on Great Taste of Manitoba.